Good. Zim got a good pitch to hit, rifled the ball in the corner, put some good at bats together against a guy that hadn't seen him. So their starter, it's difficult. He throws a changeup that looks like a fastball. The guys were a little bit out of the zone early, but they were patient enough in that inning to get us some. And then Zim came up with a big hit.
Do you think when Walt's put in a position of either pitch to Bryce or walk him and pitch to Desmond, does that kind of show you a little bit sort of how lengthened the lineup is now with everybody back?
Yeah, that's the kind of decision making and pressure we want to apply. So Bryce is a very good hitter. He'd come through earlier in the game against a lefty for a base hit and an RBI, and those are the decisions that you have to make in that regard. So, again, it takes Desi making a good swing, putting a good swing on it. So it's when it works like that, it's great for us. And with that length in the lineup, then we have opportunity to do that sometimes. So
he's got crazy numbers. Desmond does when put in that kind of situation. Really good numbers.
Yeah.
Is there something about him you think that he almost thrives when issued that kind of challenge?
Well, it was a first pitch curveball. It wasn't like it was first pitch heater in there, but he was patient enough to get a ball up in the zone. The at bat before he swung at some balls down out of the zone. So first pitch curveball, he laid it in there to get it over for a strike, and when he hits strike, it's pretty special. So it's a good night for him.
He showed a lot of emotion there after that. Do you think that was a product of the moment, or him maybe scuffling a little bit of late and busting out?
I just think it's a big moment for us. It's a big hit for us, and the fact that he took advantage and stole third and then scored on an infield ground ball. I mean, I'm more impressed with that than the hit and the 3 RBIs, and I'm impressed that he had presence of mind on a contact play to make sure that he was down there far enough, on a ball that most guys don't score on. He scored, and so that's playing the game. That's the way he can play it. It's impressive.
How impressive was the double play that Brian Zimmerman turned to end the top of the seventh?
Good. That's a kind of a soft liner off the end, and he ranged to his right to catch it, and then really didn't have time to even get up really. So he just spun kind of as he was getting up and threw it over there on the money. It's a good play.
In the first inning when Bryce throws behind the guy with 2 outs there, is that a good play? Is that 2 minutes?
Well, he got him, but we had 2 of those tonight where, it's that ball. There's really nobody to back up third. Catcher has to honor. Pitcher's backing up the plate in case the ball goes to the plate. He's kind of floating on that side of the diamond, and the ball comes in. It was a great throw, and we had him, but there's nobody to back up Adam on that one. So it's one of those plays in baseball where you can't practice it. And if your right fielder can potentially get there, that's one thing, but that's a long way to go. So it's one of those plays. So, but hey, he threw a strike to first base, and we had him. It happened again. He threw a strike to second, but we're thinking that ball off the wall is sure double, and the play, if anywhere, is going to third. But it's special talent with a special arm, and he read the ball perfectly off the wall and threw it to second. He doesn't get too low anyway, but that's pretty special stuff. That's what he brings.
Is that a case where when he's in there, other guys almost have to try to anticipate that he might do something nobody else tries to do?
Yeah, I mean, most people don't try to do either one of those. But it takes a good read off the wall to try to throw the ball to second base. It takes anticipation and vision for him to throw the ball to first. So it's special stuff.
Were you trying to explain to Joe that Aaron, that's his natural?
Does it every time, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's. I don't know. I don't know if Joe's been on a crew where he's pitched, but he does that every single time that he comes into pitch. So I tried to explain to him that that's his normal thing. And I asked Joe if he would call it again, if he did it again. He said, yes. I don't have a response for that other than to say, okay, well, we'll have to change it. But that's, we've all seen him pitch a lot, and that's kind of his normal setup. Some guys everybody has a different way of going about it. But Joe thought it was a balk, so we made the adjustment while he was out there. Cat went out and made the adjustment.
How tough is that for a guy to change his mechanics on the fly? And
Well,
need to...
yeah, it's rhythm, right? So everybody, this game is all about rhythm. And so, he had to adjust, and it gets in your mind a little bit because you don't want to balk again, send the guy to third base. But there's no response. If he interprets that as a balk, then we'll have to change.